Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Chamness at Sound Waves Heal, and today I will be doing some readings for all who come, especially within the first half hour to get to you all. I'm using my Elemental Magic and Manifestation cards, which you can buy in the US on Amazon, or you can buy on my site at soundwavesheal.com. So I should put that on the screen. Welcome to the online live psychic healings with Universal Spiritualism and FindMeAMedium. Okay, here we go. And just doing a little technical stuff here. Hold on a second. And let me get that done. All right. Let's see. And I'm just making sure I'm live. Yes, I am. There we go. All right. Okay, so I'm live in a few places. I did see Joanne, I saw you post, but then it goes away when I go live now for some reason. So post again, but I'll read you early on. Okay, so first what we do always when I'm here is that I go over two of my cards, and then I'll give the readings. So let's go to that. We're going to start with Leadership Tote, okay? I'm going to share this in one more place. Oh, nope. Oh, well, it's not going to work. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'm not going to be live there today because it's not working, but that's all right. Let me just send one more message. Okay. Well, let's talk about this. This is a card that people get a lot. Leadership and Tote is a centaur. And if you have my cards, which will help you connect to elementals and help you, if you're advanced, channel these guys. In the book, I talk a little bit about everything, so you can give yourself a reading or you can understand the cards better. And then, of course, watching this every week will help you even more understand these cards. So I'm going to read from it. Centaurs are pretty elusive elementals, and I haven't seen many of them. As a Sagittarius, of course, I'm always open to bring them in. Centaurs help us with the ability to see and understand the path before us, and we can call on them to support us in every way. In this way, Toke says, take an active role to lead forward in what you want to manifest. As you figure out all the details and grow with experience, you will become a great leader in time. Own your leadership role and grow your confidence with humility. So I see this a lot come up here, and it's really always about your own leadership and what you are supposed to be bringing through as a leader. Now, it might not be right now, right this second, but it could be coming up. So what do you want to be a leader with? Yeah, Judy says she pulled this card for herself the other day. She has my deck. Okay, this one's Listen. I almost called this the clairaudience card. So listen, Mudu the tall elf. These beautiful tall elves are healers. They love to work with energy and sound. This card could indicate that your sense of clairaudience is opening, or it may point out that by listening, you will manifest an answer to your problems. Mudu, do you hear the shifting of the wind and the change that is coming? Learn to trust your clairaudience, use it in different ways, and work to open it further. Listen and hear the messages coming to you. Okay, so if you get that card, I always call it the clairaudience card. Okay, well, let's get to some readings. You can buy this. It is on sale, actually, both on my site, if you're outside the U.S., and on Amazon, if you're in the U.S., when you go to checkout, it'll be $11 off. So you should grab that, because I think it just goes to the end of this month, but I'm not sure. Can't remember. Yeah, I put it up to the beginning of November or something. All right, so these are in perfect order, right? That's what I've been asking. Ooh, Jessica says she's been seeing elves everywhere. Joanne says, I've gotten a leadership card before. Thank you, Shauna. Okay, Joanna's supposed to be first. Joanne, you got yes. Philomaya, the fairy. So actually, you know what they show me immediately when I get this card for you is that you'll be saying yes to something that you want very soon. So they actually show me that, I know you're looking for an apartment and I see you saying yes. So I think actually it's a little bit different reading this morning with this card, that just to imagine yourself saying yes to the perfect apartment. You just imagine yourself saying, yes, I'll take it. And just take a minute to do that, or 30 seconds, like every day for a little while, and you'll get that apartment in perfect timing. Okay? Don't worry. And they say there's a little bit of like, oh, I don't want to get it too soon. Don't worry. You just always say in perfect timing, and that will help any block that you might be having with, ooh, I don't want it too soon. You know what I mean? In perfect timing. Hi, Jean. Hello. Jean, you got time to move. This one for you today is about moving your body, being too sedentary. And this might be a little bit of confirmation if you've been doing it more lately, but moving is gonna also loosen up some things in your and in the way that you think. And it's not just about going for a walk or going outside and moving your body for exercise and health, but it's also about how you're going to find that it helps you think better and do better, receiving more information from your guides and more. Katie, release and go. Yes, with the polar bear. Telling you that it's time to release a thought that's been stuck in your head for quite some time. It's you hear it, it's repeating itself, and you reject it, but you need to absolutely release that. So either go for some sort of spiritual healing or something like I do, like the work that I do with someone or with me, whatever you want. But the main thing is that you release it. So here are some ways that you can look up on my site that's free, how to release things through different things like ho'oponopono, acceptance, certain things you can say that will help, okay? And then Judy, you got flow. Ethley is saying that flow is something that you are working on and building, and you're trying to build this flow in your life by asking yourself, what is it that I want? How do I want my life to flow? And they're saying, yes, this is it. Don't give up on this. Keep working on it and you will find it. And find little pockets of how you can do this in your life. So this is something I do all the time. When I want to manifest something, I write out what my perfect schedule would be. And it doesn't have to be the perfect, it always changes. What's the perfect schedule? And how can I do that where I take a little bit of that and put it into my schedule now so that I can attract this new schedule. And there's some things to that. And sometimes it might be, this is the time that I will fill with, 4 sessions, let's say. But let's say you're looking for more clients, But so during that 4 time, you might work on sessions for yourself, for your family. You might just take that time, like I'm working sessions at this time. And next, and I usually get paid for it. Or think about how you're getting paid for it, even if you're not. And now that will bring that to you. Do you see what I'm saying? That like sort of take a little spots of how you want it to be and start putting it into now. That was a long explanation, but I hope that you got it. Okay, grounding for you, Dupre. Make sure that you're going into a deep grounding with, they want me to say Mother Nature, but with Gaia, connecting to her 5th dimensional grid. And even farther, if you're more advanced, of course, we work with 6th dimensional and 7th dimensional and 8th dimensional grids in my Tag Lightworker membership, which I'd love to have all of you in. If you're a Lightworker, a seeker, a beginner, or advanced. And feel free to check that out on my website. But anyway, grounding at least to 5D, taking that deep breath, going outside if you can, walking in the grass, or just taking that time to really ground yourself and then connect to your higher self above. Hi, Lori. You got Soul Family, Cleton's the Elemental Dwarf, telling you that Soul Family is more than the people that you know in your life in the 3D. It's also about the people that you love in the spiritual realm, your spirit guides. and connecting to that, okay? Connecting to your spirit guides. Do you guys know how to connect to your spirit guides? Do you have my free spirit guide bundle here? And also just for $55, you can learn to start channeling spirit guides by coming to my monthly channeling class where we channel with our spirit guides, which is very safe. You can see my last post about that at Soundwaves Heal. And it's only $55. And in fact, there's a huge coupon inside my 5D Daily Facebook group. Okay. Jessica Ramirez Pallister, you got self-employment. Are you self-employed already, or are you needing to be working on your self-employment more? It's like you might be a little bit self-employed, they're saying, but you can make it a much bigger stream of income and add yet another stream of income to that, they're saying. So working on your self-employment this week will yield great big results, is the exact message they're telling me. Hi, Joelle. You got divine change with Babette's the unicorn, which is awesome. Getting lots of change going up there. I see lots of swirly, beautiful energies over there in your space. Just really stirring up a lot of beautiful feelings. Yes. Love it. Okay. And let's see who's next. Let's see. One more thing. Let's try this. Since I'm not live in the regular group. Okay. I'll just forward it. Okay, so you're so welcome. You're welcome. Joe, I'd love to have you. We can talk about it on a Zoom call and I'll show it to you. Oh, good. I'm glad that really helps. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think it's really time, Jessica. Okay, who's next? Let's see. Did you also, Lawana? Ooh, I like this. Incredible. Woo. Good morning, Lawana. Nice to see you. You got synchronistic events. Starlight the Dolphin Pod is letting you know that the synchronistic events that are happening around you right now are orchestrated by your spirit guides to show you something particularly. They're trying to show you something they want you to do, to take a risk on, to examine, to experience, to explore. They're giving me a lot of EX words. And yes, so do it. Ask, what are you trying to show me? Give me a sign. What is it that you want me to do? Be quiet, contemplate, meditate, ask your guides what to do. If you need help, that Spirit Guide Masterclass on my site at Soundwaves Heal, under classes, it's like a free whole bundle. There is a Meet Your Joy Guide meditation in there where you can say, before you start the meditation, you just say, I need to know the answer to this. And then you go in there and your joy guide will tell you the answer. Hi, Shauna. Beautiful. Nice to see you. You are safe. Did you get this before? Kel, the Silver Fairy, a metallic fairy. Very cool. Saying that you're really safe to do anything that you want. If you wanted to completely start all over with all new everything, that's okay. In fact, maybe even if that's what you're getting, then that's what you're guided to. That might not be it. It might be something different, but it's okay to just break out of the mold, to start expansion on a big level. And I feel the trepidation of that, the scariness of that. It kind of goes along with these messages that you've been getting lately in your sessions and things like that. But there's something really to that. So don't be afraid. Everything that's happening is really for you. And the universe always has your back. All right. Hi, Kaz Lebre. Good afternoon to you. Morning to me. Love, maybe this fairy elf telling you that love, new exciting love coming your way. So if you're attached, it might not be romantic, or it could be romance in your relationship, because it actually does feel romantic to me. Or it feels so exciting. It's either romantic love or a love of something that's calling you. So yeah, there's some big love coming into your life. You're single. Okay, then I think it's romantic love. Ooh, I hope that's a good thing that you want. Well, it doesn't matter if you want it or not, because Spirit wants it for you. Isaac Hayes, good morning. You got or afternoon. Yeah, morning. You got call for clearing. Tsatsula, the diamond light dragon. These are Archangel Gabriel's dragons. And this is all about you need a clearing. So, you might want to reach out to a spiritual healer like myself or one of my master practitioners or someone that you trust to give you a healing and give you the reason why you need a healing so that you can continue to stay clear. Yeah. Okay. Stop and rest for you, Mags. Stop and rest. You're working too hard. So doing too much something, too much thinking, too much worrying, too much something. So stop and rest. Take a breather, literally do a meditation, go for a walk, something like that, okay? Joanne Lewis, you got witness the miracle. Bethazar, the guardian gnome. Witness the miracle for true transformation. For the frog on here, there's a lot of messages for transformation, but the frog really transforms, doesn't he? He goes from tadpole to the frog. I mean, it's amazing. So that transformation for you is so big that you're going to just be witnessing the miracle, which means that you don't just say, oh, is there a miracle? I'm longing for a miracle. No, you're like, oh, that miracle's happened. And now I'm just going to notice it. So you're just going to notice that miracle. Okay? Dear universe, where's the miracle you have for me today? All right, everyone, please post again if I haven't read you yet. Okay? I'm live in so many places that, I only see the last 10, which if you're not on Facebook is more than you think. Okay, Danielle, trust your intuition. Really, the Narwhal. Trust your intuition with what you're getting. You are receiving messages from your spirit guides. And so trust it. Trust it. Yeah. Do you know how to get information from your spirit guides? Because I can help with a free spirit guide. And if you want help this weekend, I can help you meet and channel a spirit guide this weekend for $55 in my October spirit team channeling, and it will be safe. I just posted a whole lot about it, and you can see it on my site at Soundwaves Heal and in my events. Okay, but trust your intuition. It's very, very important that when you get messages that you say, yes, that's what's happening. Yes, that's true, right? Because otherwise you will, they won't be sending you more messages we're on Danielle, right? Yeah. We won't be sending you more messages if you don't believe the ones you've already gotten. So you got to believe what you're getting so that they will give you more. Ask for a sign. Donna Roy, you got healer. Did you know you're a healer? Do you work as a healer? They're telling you healing is, they're also calling you to be a Fae healer. They're really showing me this Fae circle right here and asking you if you want to start working with the Fae to heal others. Of course, I teach that. It's a self-led class on my website called Fae Healing. But they're really asking you to be a healer if you're already a healer. Oh, you didn't know. You're a healer. So actually, I would recommend Reiki 1 is where I would start. I have a psychic Reiki healing course online too that's mostly self-led except for the attunement, of course, and it's really beautiful. But I would recommend just Reiki anywhere, Reiki 1 if you're not already. But then eventually go towards the Fae, because the Fae would like for you to heal. So another thing you can do is get these cards, because these cards will kind of help you understand the Fae better, and these beings can come through for healing if you ask them to. Okay, so pretty cool. Yeah, since I've been, channeled them and put them out there, they're like, it's really cool what they're doing, helping people in that way. I would say maybe you need a clearing, or you need to do some self-clearing, or like take a salt bath, or just take a real day off, Max. Okay, Kelly, you got celebrate. When Tana the fairy mermaid is telling you, hey, you can celebrate that thing before you get it. That will actually help you get it. So if you're trying to manifest anything, I'm trying to manifest a new car, but I want to pay for more of it than have a monthly payment. So I'm taking a few weeks to do that instead of buying it right away. And so one thing I could do is celebrate it. Every day I celebrate that new car that I got, exactly the one that I want. In fact, I celebrate getting like the top the top one with everything in it, So we're just celebrating it because, it's here. I just don't see it yet. It's almost here, or it's here, right? The universe will show it to me because time is just a construct. So try that. Brooke, leadership. Look, you got the card that I had in the beginning. Leadership with Tote. Where are you being called to be a leader? To show other people what you've learned in this life. To show and teach other people to have the kind of results that you've had or are having. You might be in the having part where you're discovering and learning. And then one day you'll take that and show other people. So the reason they're telling you now is that they want you to write it down. If you can document, if you can get, a journal and write in it and document this spiritual awakening, spiritual path that you've been on for a while, then it's going to be really easy to turn that into a way to help other people because you'll be able to remember it better. So start writing it down for your future leadership. Teresa Lynn, you got now. Bert the Vassal Giant, these big giants that we know. Bert says, stop putting it off. Now is the time. You don't need another certification or another class or you don't need to be perfect. You don't need all those things. All you need is to start now. In some way, if you start now, then you will have a greater result. Otherwise, it's always going to be some other reason why you haven't started yet. So they really want you to just start it. Okay, Connie, you got gratitude. Barry the Guelph. Where are you needing to show more gratitude? Everywhere is the answer. Every day, 3 things that you're grateful for, not the same things. Try to always 3 new ones. 3 new gratitudes for every single day, because once whatever you're feeling inside, the universe brings to you. So let's all just take a minute and be like, I'm so grateful for everything that's good. Even if things are bad, you still have a home, you still have, if you're only worrying about the future, then throw that away. Just grateful for what you have now will be a huge, huge difference, And that says to the universe, she feels gratitude. Let's give more things for grateful. To feel grateful. Yeah, it's just going to magnify what we feel and bring us more of that. Cindy, peace be still. Oh, good morning in Michigan. Worthiness, Beesby the Selkie saying that you are so worthy. You are as worthy as anyone else. And it's time for you to truly, truly believe that. You've worked on it a long time. It's definitely something that you've increased worthiness a great deal. But yet there's more to go. And it's time to really release that sadness or that guilt, that shame. It's time to let it go. It's time, and it's not easy to just let it go. You might need spiritual sessions to work on that. I need shadow work. Of course, I've got the shadow work blog post, which is great help and free you can look at, but really, really, really important that you release that and your life will shift. It will shift. Self-forgiveness for you, Allison Hill. Sort of the same message about self-forgiveness. It's time for you to shift to forgive yourself. Maybe some ho'oponopono or just the same message. Work on your shadow work. Maybe get some healing. Go to a spiritual mentor, counselor, healer, like someone who does what I do. If you know somebody or you want to come see me, I'd be happy to help you with that too. And also check out my shadow work blog post, Allison. Okay, it'll help. Hi. Courtney, you got adventure. Adventure is yours, but you just have to see it that way. You just have to grab it. It's not that this sucks. It's that this is an adventure that you were put here on earth to solve and to bring yourself amazing things. Everything wonderful in your life came from some hardship or some hard thing that you learned always, and you can trace it back that way by thinking about it. And so, what led to this? What led to that? What led to that? So that means if you're having a hard time, then you can start looking at the adventure. What is the universe going to bring me as I work through this? What are they trying to teach me so that I can get through it faster, so I can get there? It's an adventure, this life, and you're killing it, right? Say that. I'm killing this adventure, and this is just another one I'm going to get through so fast. Hi, Christina Watson. You got Abundance Windfall. Are you so excited? It's the best card. Yay! Abundance in so many ways. Coming to you in every direction and really filling your cup is what they're saying. I think that's a sign. By filling your cup, doing things that make you feel joyful, you will find that abundance also fills your pockets this month. So you're in a very abundant place, and all you need to do is focus on joy. Hi, Helen Mansell. You got Receive with Grace. And what this card means is like when someone is offering you lunch or coffee or something, that's a sign that the universe is trying to give you something. So if you don't receive it, if you don't say, oh my gosh, thank you, if you're constantly thinking about how you need to give that back to them or make sure you buy that coffee next time, I can't forget, I can't be indebted to this person, then you're not really receiving. And so you have to really just say, oh, thank you. Someone gives you a huge tip when you don't usually take tip. I mean, you don't ask for tips. You're like, you don't say, oh, no, it's fine. You say, oh my gosh, how nice. Thank you. Thanks for buying that coffee. Wow, the universe loves me today. Here you go, Joe. Manifest. Laura, Genie of the Old West, telling you that manifesting is the main thing you need to be working on. Law of attraction. Very, very important. I'll be talking about that in a moment. In 30 minutes after this, Joe, I'll be on the same channel at Soundwaves Heal, but also in 5D Daily Facebook group. And I'll be talking about what makes people lucky. What's the secret of lucky, effortless flow? Why do some people seem to have it easier than others? What is the number one thing that spiritual people need to do above all else? And I'll also be trans-channeling, so I recommend that you guys tune into that. You're so welcome. Keith, you got reevaluate. Something that you've agreed to or that you've been doing for years without thinking about how it's affecting you. It's time to let it go, reevaluate, and let it go. You do not want to keep doing this because it's not good for you, and that's all you need to say. You need to just, either tell them, the person that you're helping or that you're doing all this for, that you just can't do it anymore. You have a boundary if it's about that, or if it's just something that you've just been doing it, you're already feeling it. They're like, it's just time to get out of this thing that you agreed to long time ago, or that you've been doing for years without thinking. It might not be something like you go to someone's house and help them every Saturday when they should, and they're like treating you badly. It could be something else like, this thing that I always do and I hate it. Why do I do it? Or why do I always react that way? Or why do I talk to this person when they're like not cool with me and they're not nice? Reevaluate that. What's not serving you? It's okay to put yourself first and just say, I'm not going to do this anymore. Hi, Remicon. You got courage. The tail of the griffin saying you have more courage than you thought, than you think. You've got lots and lots of courage, and there's more courage where that came from. There's more courage, and there you have a deep well of courage, and it's not what you think it is. So for some reason, they're saying that you don't believe that you're courageous, but you are very courageous. It only takes like little leaps of faith to build that feeling of courage, to go forth and do what it is that you want to in this life. And don't say, I'm not courageous. Don't say negative things about yourself. I'm just, scared. All those things that you could say. I'm hearing some things, but I can't say them here. But anyway, on this live. But whatever it is that you're telling yourself, you got to stop and start saying, I am courageous. I'm taking risks to get to where I want. It might be scary, but I know the universe has my back and I'm going to be successful. Okay? Hi, Kath. You got Alchemy and Magic. As you can see, this is on the front of the cards, right? How many can we get on screen? Alchemy and Magic, meaning that, see, you already have all the tools you need to produce the results that you desire. You already know how to work with law of attraction. They say you know these things. Like you teach them and you know them, or you've told people for years. Maybe you don't teach like I do. Maybe you just tell people all the time, hey, watch what you say. Well, and they're saying, teach yourself. Sometimes as teachers, we find ourselves saying things to people all the time, and then it gets said to us and we say, I'm doing it too. because we're just human. So, nobody's perfect here. All right? Okay? So, alchemy and magic for you. Okay, Kathy. Cindy, peace be still. I see this. Thank you so much. You can find the other things I do at soundwavesheal.com. On events, under classes, programs, sessions. I do all kinds of things. If you're just like, I don't know where to start with a session or a discovery call. Okay? Kathy, you got set your sights higher. Where are you not honoring yourself enough? Where are you saying, well, that's good for me. I guess that's good enough. No. Set your sights higher. You can have anything you want. All you have to do is declare it, to claim it. It is yours, to demand it. Demand it. Okay? Am I going to see you Sunday in my spirit guide channeling class, spirit team? I hope so. Good. I think I got you, Kath. Did I not? Let me get you. Problem solved. Remote the Phoenix. Your problem is resolved. So already you can just say, it's already resolved. You don't have to have longing for it or keep asking for it. You decide. It's done. My problem's resolved. I'm going to say to myself right now, I told you I'm trying to get the car, not just any car. My car died. So now I'm just going to be like, my problem's resolved. My car's sitting out there. And later I'm thinking about how I'm going to drive it. And it's like all leather and it's like amazing. And it's red. And I'm like, woohoo, I love my car. Okay. There's nothing in the driveway right now, but that's okay. I'm just going to take that time and think my problem's resolved. I can't wait to see it and catch up in real time. Hi, Tennessee Bigfoot. You see mediums that connect to ETs and some connect to Gaias being like Bigfoot, but I don't see mediums doing both. I do both. I trans-channel ETs. Al Parabium is one I trans-channel all the time. Might be doing that next. I trans-channel all kinds of elementals, including Sasquatch and Balbones and all kinds. I trans-channel Gaia and connect to that. I do all those things, and so does all the 60 people who are in my Tag Lightworkers membership group are connected to all these beings. You can see all 60 types of beings that we connect to through attunements and meditations in Tag Lightworkers. And so if that's what you're looking to do, that is what I teach. I teach people how to trans-channel all of these. I have a beginner's class where we start with the spirit team because that's the most important thing to do, the most important way to really connect to spirit. That's the safest way, and you have to build your safety and understanding to trans-channel more than messages for yourself. And then we grow from there. Every kind of being, angels, elementals, ascended masters, everything. And then in Tag Lightworkers, we connect to more and we heal ourselves, we heal others. We get many readings all week. It's huge. And then that's the kind of thing, that I do. Yes, absolutely. And let's get you a card. You got share. I get share your stories. You have a lot of stories to share. And see, it is the abundance dragon. So I feel like not only should you share your stories, but it will also bring you abundance. Have you been writing? Are you writing things down? Do you have a blog? Have you started writing a book? They're like, if you have trouble writing a book, who doesn't? I got like 10 books in my head. And no time lately to do it, but soon. I'm working on my TV show, so it's a lot. But then you start a blog and you do just a little at a time. And then later you turn that into a book. Okay? People love books. It's much easier to read a book than it is to click on a blog, believe me, even if you just double it. And there's so many ways. And I have a class for that, how to publish your own book. It's even in Tag Lightworkers, of course, like everything else, like all my classes, all my Lightworker classes in Mystery School Library. Okay, so it's time for you to share your stories. Maybe start with posts. Then copy the posts and stick it in a document so that you always have them. You are welcome. Hi, Fiona Rowson. Specialist support. Okay, when you get this card, and Jump Ash is a gremlin who is a good gremlin. It doesn't quite look like that, but that's as close as I could describe him to my artist. Then that means you're trying to DIY something that you really need help with, and you've got to just shell out the cash and get someone to help you. Otherwise, you are going to be stuck losing so much time and eventually money when you could have just fixed it yesterday. Okay, in the end, you'll say, oh, I should have just hired that plumber in the first place. So whether you're trying to fix your sink or your fridge, whether you're trying to do a big thick book on anxiety and you've never done it, or whether you're trying to like go make yourself do yoga because it's free on TV, you have a video and you never do it. It's time to reach out to someone and have them help you do it. So one big thing I'm talking about in the next live after this, which starts in 20 minutes, what is the secret of lucky, effortless flow and how to get there, is that sometimes, if you've been trying the same thing forever and it's not working, I'm going to be straight up honest. I have been trying to get myself back into yoga for 13 years. Well, 14. So my kid's 13. When I was pregnant, I was doing Bikram and I stopped, and I have not picked up a serious practice since then. So yesterday, I hired someone to help me build a yoga practice for myself. Okay, that's going to get a specialist support. That's what I should have done 13 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Don't wait 13 years. If you're trying to clear yourself and you can't, go to a specialist. So I get all these people who come to me for a session because they can't get clear. There's something or their block just won't go away. And the thing is, like, don't put that thing off. I've had people say, oh my gosh, I have this horrible entity and I need it cleared. And then they never do anything about it. 6 months later, they still have it. That's dangerous. You need to remove things like that. So whatever it is that anybody out there needs specialist support for, just go get the specialist support. When people come to me with that one thing, it ends up that all this other stuff happens because I can do that quickly. Now you've got messages from your spirit guides, where to go next, what's the reason, how to fix your life. And, it's all this empowerment that you didn't have before. It's not just about that one little thing. Sometimes your guides are pushing you. Maybe it is about the sink. Maybe you do call a plumber. And maybe because you met that plumber, you realize that he's also an electrician and you needed that electricity job done and he can give you a huge deal or whatever. You never know. You never know. So go ahead and do specialty support. I thought I got you, Tammy, but I did not. I'll be doing a healing Fiona at the end of this in just a minute. Make a decision, Tammy. When you don't make a decision, then spirit guides will make it for you. And you don't want that because sometimes that can be a hard way to get to the right decision. Any decision that you make will be right. You will still get to where you're going. So just make one, okay? I will pull a card and we'll see what you get. You've got compassion. Lather, light the tree spirit. Actually get having compassion for yourself will fix this problem and any other. That you're too hard on yourself. You can have compassion for yourself, speak highly of yourself and become that. And they're actually saying there's a lot there about self-love and self-worth and self-forgiveness that you need to dive deep into. You need someone to help you, a counselor, a spiritual healer, someone to help you really clear that up because it's really, really, really affecting you. That's what I get. I feel it really strongly. I'm going to be giving a healing in a minute, so hold on. Ah, thank you. So sweet. What about aliens? Yeah, ETs are here in you've got starseed guides. You have all kinds of past life friends and helpers who are here to help you. Yes, absolutely. I teach about all that. You can find that all on my channel. You can find it on my blog. You can find it in that free spirit guide. It's a good place to start that bundle that I give out for free. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lolly. Well, look, you got one of my favorite cards because it's so cute. The Servitor. Fawnily trust and patience. You've asked for help. You don't need to keep asking. Your angels and your guides are ready to give you that help. But if you're always asking, then you're putting yourself in a law of attraction where you're longing. And if you're in longing, then you will receive more longing. If you're in gratitude, if you're in thank you, if you're in, okay, I trust and I have patience, as I've been talking about this whole time. Have patience, my red car sitting out there. It's going to be sitting out there before I know it, right? I have patience that I've got the car I want, not just any car, and with the payment plan I want, or with it mostly paid off. I trust that is here, and I'm just waiting to see it with my eyeballs. So you just have to have trust and patience that what you ask for is here. It's here. And that if there's something you need to do to get that, if there's a block to be released or something, you'll be called to do that. You'll be led in that direction. Right? Yes, there is. You can buy it outside of it too. It's called Self-Publishing 101. I can send you a link later if you want. I don't really answer questions, but sometimes they do. Sound with an S. You can see it right here. See, it's right on the bottom here. Sound waves heal. Look, like this. Whoop. Also catch me next, but look. Soundwavesheal.com. That is great. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, wait. Ariane, I'll do you next, but let's do Elsa. They want to do Elsa next. You got Caution. This is Balboa, who's like Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Fiscott, the Balboan, says, watch out. Not everything is what you think. And actually, this is an interesting message because they're saying this is to show you something about social media, which we all know, which is that everyone puts their best face on social media. And when you look at social media and you have envy or jealousy and you're like, everyone else's life is so amazing and mine sucks, then you're looking through the wrong lens because you could make your life look amazing too. You know what I mean? Like, you could. And people really go through a lot of links to make their looking amazing. So caution, not everything is what you see. However, everything that you feel is what you're going to get. So if you don't want to feel like your life sucks, then don't let yourself wallow in my life sucks. If you need a healing or something, release that block to get past it. Reach out to someone, get a spiritual healer like myself or one of my practitioners or somebody to help. And that way you won't be looking at that and thinking, why is my life not like that? Hi, Miss K. You got past life connection. This comes with a healing. Actually, it's a healing for everyone, even though I'm going to do another healing in a minute. You have a past life in Atlantis that needs to be cleared. I feel like I say this every week. Everybody's past life in Atlantis needs to be cleared. I have a donation-based healing for that on my website. Under sessions, you can find donation-based healings. This is for the fall of Atlantis. We're being triggered by this very heavily at this time. I'm going to clear yours. Do you have some weird water fears? Because I'm getting that. So I'm going to clear yours and everyone else's. Here we go. And you might have more than one Atlantis past life, by the way. There you go. Hi, Cindy. Yes. Okay. Well, then maybe you need some help with that. A counselor or a spiritual counselor. Hi, Jolly James. What a cool name. You got Listen. I talked about this at the beginning. If you want to rewind after this is over. Listen, Mudu the tall elf, telling you that your clairaudience is opening and you're starting to hear things and you're not crazy. That's your clairaudience. The bells, the whistles, the faint music, that's Fae music. All of that is your senses opening. And so now that you're clairaudient, what are you going to do with it? If you trust in it, if you believe in it, it will come on more. So I definitely recommend my free spirit guides and I'll help you. All right, it's about time for that group healing. Okay. You're welcome. I got you, Miss K. Okay, it's time for the group healing. Let's pull a card. Wait, not this one. Group card and healing. Let me just get a little more water. And please catch me next in 20 minutes where I talk about the secret of lucky, effortless flow and how to get there. Observe your thoughts. Okay, so observe your thoughts. We got a tiny little fairy there. Do you see her? She's the Daisy Fairy, Tristan. Observe your thoughts is all about how you will observe yourself saying or thinking things that are not in your best interest. And what do you do about that? Well, you can't just throw it away like, I just won't think about that. Push that down. We learned that in the 80s. Come on. You can't do that. You have to say, why am I thinking that? If you have a modality, yes, use it. You can Reiki yourself. You can use your pendulum to release these thoughts. You can have a session with someone else that does that. Whatever. If you have thoughts that you can't remove, that they're sticky, then get some help on that if you can't remove it yourself. But you do need to do some things. So in this free shadow work blog post, I talk about like 8 different ways that you can help yourself, and you should just print it out and do it, although I'm always updating it. Like everything I do. So just observe your thoughts and know that sometimes your thoughts, when you hear that, it's not that you're doing worse. You're doing better. Now you're catching yourself every time you have that thought. You've caught yourself. So don't go into shame and blame. You hear it, you say, oh, I'm being human at this moment, and I just said that thing that's not good. So I'm just going to release it. I'm just going to release it. Do one of the things I did the best I could with what I knew at the time, or I accept I'm having this feeling, or, ho'oponopono, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, that kind of stuff. It's all in that blog post. And then you just let it go. And then you try to think of something or go do something that makes you happy, or go for a walk, or go into nature or something. Sit in the sun. This is Tristan the Daisy Fairy. I'm going to trance channel her healing for you. I love trance healing. Is the best. So here we go. She's going to give you a healing for clearing sticky thoughts. All right, that was it. You guys have a few questions. Yes, I do individual clearings and healings. And yes, I have group ones for donation as well. And you can buy them for anything. I'm sorry, time's up. I got to go to my next live. I hope that you guys will catch me. Ariana, it's because I am an emissary? Emissary for the blue avians. Yeah. So you can read about that in a book that I just collaborated with called The Beings. You can see that on my website. And I trance channel Alpar Bam all the time. In fact, I think I'm going to be trance channeling him next. Next, I'll be live in my at Soundwaves Heal, YouTube, Facebook, and in my 5D Daily Facebook group, talking about the secret of lucky, effortless flow. Why do some people have it easier than others, and how can you be among these lucky people? So, that's great. Yes, my next live is on YouTube as well, but it's at Soundwaves Heal, so I don't know which YouTube you're watching me on. I'm on several right now. So yeah, it took us a while to get live on the Spiritualist page, Facebook, but we finally did. But now, I'm sorry, gotta go. So catch my next live. It's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be very helpful. Okay? Sending you all love and see you next week. Okay, bye.